A new ragdoll solver. The Glottis Butt Lattice. If these phrases sound intriguing to you, and you like learning about what people were going through when they created something, then you should really try out some video game developer commentaries, because that's where these choice bits originated.
And he had to put this thing called a lattice on his butt.
Grim Fandango Remastered came out this week, and along with updated graphics, sound, and it actually working on modern gaming devices, it features commentary from the developers.
So this was the first scene in the game that we ever actually did with some test assets.
Some of it is rather random, but others I found myself completely excited to learn about the guy who lobbied super hard to get 5% of the CPU so he could run reverb effects in real time. Yeah. It brings this whole other world to life behind the game that means so much to me. It's pretty rad, and it's not such a widespread thing that happens in the greater gaming universe. Not like Blu-rays and DVDs, which were basically my film school. Games haven't adopted this feature as a must-have thing yet, but here are some games that do it well if you're on the lookout during the next Steam sale or something. Pretty much all Valve games. Remember that little Half-Life 2 add-on where Valve showed off updates to its source engine and its sick new HDR rendering techniques? I believe this was the first time Valve put in commentary nodes into their games, and each one since has featured these shiny speech bubbles. I was enraptured at the time when I took these in for the first time because there just wasn't this much direct access to developers and insights at the time. But going back to it now, the recordings are very stiff and very compartmentalized. Some are still really fascinating, as if you're at a private panel at GDC or something. It's awesome. The Alan Wake Collector's Edition. If you enable commentary in the extras menu, every so often a little box shows up with a glossy lit developer awkwardly speaking about aspects of the game. Some of it completely useless.
It's a bright and beautiful place to stop for a while and have a cup of coffee.
But others offer some nice insights about the setting, gameplay, and some Remedy history. Which getting to know anything about Remedy is exciting, as they're the developers of one of my personal favorites, Max Payne, and the upcoming Quantum Break. Mark the Ninja features text-only commentaries that are insightful about the development decisions and specifics on map creation. It comes as an add-on in the special edition DLC pack, but who wants to read? The best and most comprehensive of the bunch is the Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut commentary. You enable it from the extras menu, and they just start up right from the first cutscene and most others throughout the game, with subtitles and photos from who's talking. It's very natural, comprehensive, and they run down a lot of narrative devices they weave in, and little stories of stuff that was left out. Then, during gameplay moments, the commentary comes through when you stand in the right spot as an incoming transmission that you toggle. They go on and on about production of the game, and hearing about how difficult it was to have a scientist just be pushed over a railing in a scripted sequence, it really hits home how granular and challenging AAA development can be. It's likely to be such a small percentage of players who consume this content that publishers don't commit the effort to produce commentaries, let alone well-produced and interesting ones. But if there's a demand for it, hopefully it's something that will become as necessary as certain DVD series commentaries like Futurama, for example. But what do you guys think? Do you even care? Do you have any other favorites? Let us know, and thanks for watching.
We remembered the visual impact of those red laser beams. The original intention of the item was to increase the accuracy of the guns, but the more valuable benefit was accidental. You can now see where the other members of your team were aiming.